Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video we're going to look at setting up the brand new GPS MAP 66S for the first time. And it does have some different settings to what we're used to on the predecessor of this unit, the MAP 64S. So I'm just going to go into the settings. This is something GPS Training do. When you get a unit from us, we set up the unit for you. The first thing we see from the settings, I'm just going to go down to something called Profile Change. And like the Oregon 700 series and the eTrex Touch series that Garmin do, we have some preset profiles: hike, tour cycle, road climb, geocache, etc. We actually create a new profile for you called Hike National Park if you're using the new Topo Pro mapping with routable data in the national parks. So the first thing that shows me is that I have to set up, rather than just one profile, which is what we used to do in the 64S for customers, we will set up all of these profiles for you with the correct settings. So it does actually have profiles in. So I'm going to make sure I'm on the hike profile here, which is the first one we would normally set up for you. And I'm going to go into the setup. So on the setup, one of the first things we noticed, we sort of knew this was coming on the unit. On the satellite system, rather than just GPS and GLONASS, we also have the option for GPS and Galileo now. So if you're in Europe and once the Galileo system's all fully up and running, we would more than likely select GPS and Galileo. For the minute, we're selecting GPS and GLONASS till we know that system's all fully up and running. So it's future-proofing the unit. So I'm just going to come out of there and quit out of there. So I'm back to the settings. The other thing we noticed in settings, we also have some different options for the track recording. With the old 64S, it was always recording your track when you were recording, when you turned the unit on. We now changed the settings in there, so we're not always recording, and that means you can on the actual unit itself, when you turn it on, you can actually start a recording, stop it when you want, or pause it when you want, rather than it just always recording. So that's a nice new feature as well in the settings. So they're the main two settings we've sort of noticed are a little bit different from the old unit, and of course the profiles. When you're actually in the settings of the unit, there is some new features. We've got this exhibition mode that we don't normally turn on ourselves, but it means you can turn expedition mode on and have the unit, so it's not recording a satellite point every second. It reduces the number of satellite recorded points, and that really extends your battery life. So that's something different that we've noticed straight away in the unit. But the main thing really for starters is the different profiles that we're going to set up for you. So all those profiles GPS Training will set up for you. We'll make sure it's got the right satellite system in, and we'll make sure the recording settings are set up correctly so that you're not having to have the unit always recording. You've got that nice new feature of the start and stop on the recording.